Jessica, thanks for coming in today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So you know a little bit about us. We're a travel magazine. Hopefully, if you pass the interview process, we'll get to send you to exotic locales. You'll get to interact with locals and take lots of great pictures. Before we get started with the interview, I just wanted to know if you guys had any questions for me.
Well, I would love to know whether I have any creative input in terms of what locations I'll be sent to. You know, and how much time do I have to dedicate myself to being on the road? You know, pretty standard questions. But yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so in answer to your first question, we always take into account, sending you to a place hopefully where you'll be able to know the language and be able to interact with the locals. So we're not going to send you somewhere completely out of your comfort zone where you don't speak the language and you don't know anything about the culture.
Or provide a guide, something like that. Okay, great.
And secondly, we usually do a rotating schedule, 3 months on, 3 months off, and supporting in the office. So that way you get a little break in between, although, I could travel all the time.
I know, sounds amazing.
So I was just wondering, how do you feel like your previous experience would help you in this position?
Well, I've been extremely flexible in my previous positions, and I would apply and start working at my employment with a certain set of responsibilities, but by the end I always pick up new responsibilities, just fill in the roles that are needed. So I've always been able to learn really fast. So that's my greatest contribution, is to be flexible and
particular that you've had to, a challenge that's been thrown at you where you've had to learn fast?
Yeah, a coworker was really sick. He came down with something and had to leave, but we had a pressing project that needed to go live online at a certain time because it was paid for by our advertisers. So through looking at previous examples and making a couple of phone calls, I was able to complete that task on time.
Okay, that's great. So I know this is just a very short interview, and it's kind of sudden, but you've been able to look at our website.
Yeah.
Hopefully, do you have any ideas of what we could do to improve?
Well, maybe just maybe the user experience. Some of the image galleries. The navigation on the image gallery is not very clear, so might discourage people from browsing all of the photos and moving on.
Okay, great. So I want to thank you again for coming in today. The interview process will be deciding on next steps sometime later this week.
Okay, great.
So you should receive a phone call either way, just letting you know what was decided and if you'll be invited back to the second round of interviews.
That sounds amazing. Thank you so much.
No problem.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.